We're your weather girls. Uh-huh. And if we got news for you, you better listen. Get ready. No, can I just tell you real quick? This is Dude That's Fucked Up. But
this
also,
is Dude That's Fucked Up. And I'm Erin.
And I'm Nicole. But also, I wrote a sketch. You will fucking love it. I wrote a sketch to that song. But it's been in my head for like 4 weeks.
What song?
Now. Oh, it's Raining Men. That's like the introduction.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. I was like, what's happening? Got it.
Yeah.
The context is happening. I'm caught
like,
up.
Yeah, it's like in my head, like even in the middle of the night, I'll wake up to go pee, and it just like rams itself in there, and then I start singing it, and I had to like cut a version of it yesterday because people are performing it on Sunday at a show.
Oh my God.
And so I had to sing it. I had to sing it for them. It's so bad. It's so pitchy and awful. I feel bad, but
oh my God,
fun.
You're a great singer.
Anyway, not on this. I'm singing all the parts at once.
That's a hard song to sing, and if you're singing all the parts, that's hard.
Yeah.
You're so talented. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. No.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Let's see.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
How is everybody's 2018 going so far? I hope good.
Me too.
Mine's pretty good, except it's just really cold here.
Yeah. Mine's good. I mean, we're only like 5-6 days in.
Yeah, that's fine. It's cool.
Yeah. Are you sick?
No, my nose is running because we have to like blast the heater because it's so fucking cold outside.
Yeah.
And it like dries up my sinuses, and then like my nose runs for some reason. I don't know.
Oh.
It's cool. It's super cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the winter a lot. It's my favorite.
Not.
It's sarcasm, in case you couldn't tell on the radio or on the podcast.
The patio.
The patio. Anything going on? Let's see. Let's do some housekeeping.
Yeah,
shit.
like rapid fire.
Some business. All right, you guys. The event is locked in.
January 25th.
Thursday.
5:30. It's a Thursday. 5:30 p.m.
What's the name of the bar?
Good Times at Davy Wayne's. It's in Hollywood.
It's across the street from the Museum of Death. Is that right? Or like close by it?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it is.
I think it's close by, maybe. Yeah.
I was looking at a map, and I think it's really close by. So that's a cool thing. We could do that before.
Oh, we could totally do that before.
Yeah.
We're also gonna have to record stuff though that day, maybe. We'll see.
Let's do it when I get in that night.
Oh, okay.
I'm down.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool. I think that's it for business.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Do you have what about like this past week? Anything fucked up? Have you had anything?
Like I was already complaining about the weather, so I'll keep complaining about it. So we just are staying inside today. DJ and I vowed to each other last night that we would not go outside at all today. So we're not. Sorry. Why
do you
should
have
I
rations and stuff, or are you going to order delivery?
No, we went to Costco yesterday, so we're good to go. We got all the things. It's so fucking cold here that people's pipes are bursting everywhere in the city, which is not good.
Yeah.
We are familiar with like super cold weather, and how to keep the pipes from not bursting, but it doesn't matter when you live in a city, because if you live in an apartment building, you don't have any control over the main lines going to your huge building. So we had some friends yesterday who had their water had been out for like 2 days because of the main like water pipe going to their big apartment building was like damaged from the cold or something.
They got that winter stink.
Yeah, so
it's like that. It's like that.
It's very
pee-pee
subtle
smell.
Yeah, it's super subtle because like when it's cold outside, you don't get the like raw, the heat stank.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's different from the summer stank, which is like full on
swampy,
swampy, like swamp ass, swass. Pete calls it
swass.
Yeah, but it's more that winter stank. It's like a faint
tang.
It's a faint tang. It's like a little urine-y.
It's a little, yeah. But I would say it's better. It's not as cloying, if you will, as it is in the summertime.
It's subtle,
anyway,
yeah.
It's subtle. So they had to come over and take showers at our house because they were just like, we can't stand not showering for like the second day. It's terrible. So poor things. So yeah. And then we had just like other friends who are at the city who've had issues. So fuck this shit.
Oh man, we're getting
It's gonna be warmer though. So
we're getting rain soon, which is like always a problem here. So
in California, yeah.
It's like
Southern California, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Oh my God! Speaking of rain and water, have you? Okay, this is like my fucked up thing for the week.
Okay.
Have you heard of this raw water trend?
Yes.
Oh.
What the fuck, dude?
I was talking to a coworker and she was like, "Oh yeah, like are you going to start drinking raw water now that it's the new year?" I was like, "What's that?" She's like, "Oh, it's like basically what all the Silicon Valley people are drinking. It's like fancy ass water, but it's like pond scum water. Like it's not filtered. It's just fucking scrapey like riverbed water that they put in a cup and sell for like $20.
Have fun with your fucking parasites, you dumbasses.
That's how you get tapeworm, for real.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? God damn it.
You're not a fucking toad. What, like, you don't drink swamp water or whatever. It's not swamp water.
Well, yeah, but still, it's like, it's unfiltered water that there's a reason that we have water treatment facilities. It's so that it could filter out any kind of bacteria.
Yeah.
Any kind of
like deer doo-doo or whatever, like all the
runoff.
doo-doos. Yeah.
Runoff from, I don't know, like agricultural shit that might give you cancer. I don't know.
The runs off from like a camping trip gone diarrhea.
The runoff from the runoff from the runs.
The runs off.
Yeah. What are people doing?
I was like, why are people wasting money on this shit? But I feel like, I don't know.
Which is it's so bullshit and privilegey because it's like there's people in the world that literally are dying because they don't have clean drinking water, and you're just like, let's drink this poop water because it's like trendy. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah. Well, it's that time of year because it's like, like people made their resolutions and they're like eating better. I'm trying to eat better, which I was going to do it before the holidays, but then it's so hard. So I was like, I'll just wait. Like when everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
It's like it's so hard because you're like, oh no, I'm good, like I don't need that candy, or I'm like not gonna drink or whatever, and people are like, what? Oh my god, it's like a party, blah blah blah, and you're just like, who cares?
Yeah, you're like, it's a fucking day of the year.
Yeah, it's a day.
We're trying to cut back on stuff. It's easier after the holidays that's why people do this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm trying not to eat meat. DJ's trying not to drink alcohol. It's like he does sober January, so
that's nice.
It's good. It's a good reset. So
yeah, we're doing like a modified Whole30 type thing because it basically just like you eliminate sugar, like added sugar, and you eliminate dairy, which is nice because my stomach doesn't get all bloated. Yeah. Like it's already going down because I haven't had dairy in a few days. Oh no, I had a milkshake yesterday.
Whoa.
I took my 93-year-old grandma to lunch and she got a root beer float and I got a milkshake.
Yeah, you don't want her to drink alone.
No. But for the most part I'm like being good for the most part. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like we're edging on the outskirts of our topic.
Yeah, we kind of like, I don't know. We kind of, I guess a good segue would be the people who are drinking raw water. I still can't figure out if that's like real or not, Oh, because it's so outrageous. But there are things out there in the world where people just do it. This is real. Like there's even worse things that people do that are pretty go against science and what we know to be true about bacteria and health. And, you know, it's disturbing, to say the least, that people easily fall into the trap of listening to somebody who's deeply unqualified.
Yeah. So, should we give a disclaimer?
Yeah, let's give a disclaimer.
Okay.
As always, everything that's in our podcast is like really just our opinion. We're not giving the facts. We're giving. We're just talking. This is two best friends talking, and we're the topic we're talking about today is pretty disturbing, and there's a lot of really crazy allegations out there about this person. So
okay, but the reason we're giving a disclaimer is because she's like a real, what is it, a shitlord? What do you call someone like her?
Yeah, that's pretty
a shitlord. Okay, but she like sues people and stuff for like saying.
Well, she claims she will.
Oh yeah.
And it's not so much this lawsuit that I'm concerned about. It's more just this incessant harassment that I'm concerned about. So
okay.
If she ever did,
she's a harasser.
She's a harasser. If she ever did like find out about us talking shit, I don't want to give any reason for, anything. So this is our opinion.
That's Erin's opinion, because I'm going to go fucking hard on this bitch.
Okay, who are we talking about today? We're talking about a cult. I believe it's a cult.
It qualifies.
It's started about maybe 5 years ago. I don't know. It's like kind of as far back as I can find some evidence that this person has been kind of making shit up. And this person that we're talking about is Jillian Mai Thee Epperly. So this is a person that is, first of all, has no medical training. I don't even think she has a degree from an accredited university. So.
Oh, Jillian.
Or Jilly.
Or Jilly, yeah.
As people call her affectionately that are followers of her protocol.
Well, I don't call her anything affectionately. Except skid mark.
She'd probably like that. So she started this she started this thing, this protocol is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's basically fermented cabbage water that she claims is a cure-all for everything.
Like,
so
literally everything.
And we'll get into all the things she claims this can cure. But yeah, she has this, it's like a diet. And so she has this online community of people that follow her, and she has tons of documents in this private Facebook group that people adhere to. And
that Erin tried to join.
I did. I got scared at the last minute though, and I kind of pulled the ripcord. But so hopefully I'm not documented in any way. Oh well. But it's so crazy. Oh, it's so fucked up. So there's like tens of thousands of people that are in this group. How many of them are just lurkers and, people that are actually following it? I don't know, but it's in the high thousands probably that are doing this drinking of up to a gallon of fermented cabbage water a day.
Farty salt juice
or Jilly juice.
Oh yeah, or Jilly juice, yeah.
And you made a note here that it's not to be confused.
Oh yeah, well, sometimes like people call it the Jillian Mai Tea protocol diet or something, but there is like actual, like if you Google a protocol diet, there's a different one that comes up. It's the autoimmune protocol diet. Do not confuse the two, because that's more of like the autoimmune protocol diet is like an elimination diet for people with autoimmune disease that like helps them with inflammation and stuff. That's like legit nutrition science.
As prescribed by like doctors.
Yeah. Yeah.
With degrees.
So, yeah.
Not just people that call themselves doctors like this woman does.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think she's called herself a doctor before. I've seen that on some of the anecdotal things I've found. So it's very upsetting. Yeah. So yeah, this is not to be confused with, there's plenty of people who do need diets that have to rely on kind of, not extreme, but different types of nutrition that maybe a normal person wouldn't be able to do.
They're like extreme in the sense that like you like are limited to eating certain foods or whatever, so it's like hard to eat out, or like you just have to like really plan for them. But yeah, they're not like extreme like this is extreme. This is like not even a diet. It's like basically a poison. But anyway.
But it's to be clear, like this has a very high sodium content, which is very unhealthy. So, and we'll get to the breakdown of like the actual recipe and let you know how bad it is a little bit later.
I'm just thinking about like, well, this lady fucking sucks, and the internet is such like a easy way for people like her to get attention and like find followers and shit
and spread her whatever beliefs
spread her like garbage beliefs. And it just reminds me like this isn't really different from flat earthers in a way, because it's like someone is putting like a piece of information out there that has no backing, and people like quote unquote choose to believe it,
right? Because it's an alternative to what the government says, or what is the commonly held belief about health and nutrition, based on thousands of years and millions of studies.
It's
but that's just like not what people are looking for. And that's why, first of all, I want to say the people that follow this are complete victims of this shit and should not be shit upon. So I feel bad for them for being so like desperate that they are seeking an alternative in this way, I guess. And I'm not trying to sound condescending about it. I think some people are just don't have maybe they don't have access to healthcare. Maybe they don't have access to outside sources to like understand that this is not science or healthy or whatever. So
I don't know. Well, I feel differently because like this information is really hard to find, actually. And if you Google it, like there's not that many articles about it, because she talks mostly in her lockdown Facebook group. So you really only get information from people that have like been through it or known someone and come out on the other side. And they
that's why it's a cult.
That's why it's a cult, which yes, it's true. Like people that get involved in cults, like a lot of times are like looking for a connection or something, and it's sad. But like if you're, and I feel like probably most people aren't doing it for this reason, but like if you're doing it to like try and lose a little bit of weight or whatever, like it's easy to find information that says this is a bad idea. And it's easier to find actually healthy information. Yeah. It's weird to me. Like, it's like almost like people are choosing this in spite of all the signs pointing to it being a bad idea. It's weird.
All I'm saying is that like there's some people who can't do the prescribed things that are normally done that are like scientifically proven, either because maybe they have a disability, like some sort of, they're not able to like diet and exercise in a way that a person who is fully able can. So I don't know.
Maybe.
That's all. That's all that I just think there's some people who just like have those two things, bad combination of just like the idea of like wanting to belong to something like a cult kind of way of thinking, and then also having the like disadvantage of like just not either having the right information or not being able to like physically follow along with whatever that they've been, I don't know. That's all.
And they're inbred with a low IQ. Okay, so
oh my god. Aww.
Okay. Anyway, I just feel okay. I was thinking about this because I was like, if this lady existed, not on Facebook, where like she could find, she would be like say it was the 80s and this was happening, like she would definitely be like either the bird lady from Home Alone 2, like she would she would be
the
someone...
bird lady from Home Alone 2 was tight.
I know, no, she's cool. Okay, but she'd kind of be like a version of that that's like unstable and is like on the corner with all of her signs. Like she'd still have the birds, I feel like, because she'd be weird, but like parrots or something maybe, and she'd be covered in shit, and she'd have all these signs like on the street corner and ringing a bell and telling people to drink like salty cabbage water. But like somehow because it's on the internet, like she doesn't seem that crazy to people. I don't understand.
Have you watched her videos?
No. Mm-mm.
She seems like a totally normal person.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
That's why it's scary. Yeah.
That's why it's scary. Like she. I mean, the things that she talks, like the content of them are
crazy.
Like it'll get going, and you're just like, whoa, okay, this just took a turn. Yeah. But like her initial like demeanor is like totally not one of alarm or concern.
Well, she looks normal too. She looks like a happy middle-aged lady.
Yeah, she seems very benign and normal. But there's people in human suits out there.
Egger suits.
Anyway, again, this is just our opinion.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I
don't know.
Yeah, so but like you were saying, like it's the thing of the internet is you can just post whatever you want, and that's the freedom of what our lives are on the internet now. That's reality. Like people can post whatever they want, and then people like will be like, oh, that makes sense. And you know, I don't know.
Fake news. How do you think fake news is so popular?
Mm-hmm.
This reason.
Yeah. But yeah, you can believe whatever you want.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But the minute you start tricking people into believing stuff that is actually harmful to their health and well-being, you're fucking up. You're doing it wrong.
But also it's like, it's so weird to me that people have such strong beliefs around things that aren't legitimate. Like,
but it's that psychological thing where we talked about it in the flat earther thing, where you feel you need to feel smarter and superior.
Yeah.
So you take something that's like very on the fringes of whatever, and you wrap yourself in that, and you're like, I have this knowledge that you don't have, and it's like, that's not knowledge, that's just
shamefulness. That's just like,
that's trash. You're just rolled around in garbage.
Those are poop thoughts. They're poop thoughts.
Get those poop thoughts out your mind.
Yeah. No, that's totally it. I feel like the whole time, like, looking at all this stuff, I just kept thinking of flat earthers.
It's the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Oh, what's that? Did we talk about that?
Kind of.
I can't remember.
It's like it could go both ways. It's like people who, it's like a cognitive bias, where people who just don't have a, you know, I don't even want to say IQ because that's like not scientific, but they don't have the same level of like understanding as people who are like accomplished, who are actually really smart. They don't have any idea of what they have low ability, and they can't recognize their own stupidity or ineptitude. So it's like no self-awareness, but they have confidence. So
bravado.
Bravado. But it's like, it's this thing that happens. It's like you can't objectively evaluate your own competence or incompetence, and so then
you don't have the ability.
You don't have the ability, and so when you really
it's like
latch
real
on,
catch-22.
Yeah. So when you really latch onto something you understand, and whether or not that's real or not, then and you just like go with it, and you're like, this is, so like the, And then it could go the other way where you're a really smart person and you don't understand how people who aren't like on the level don't understand things. So it's kind of
That's me.
And you're intolerant.
Oh yeah, that's me for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Confucius said, "Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance."
I don't understand that. Confucius is stupid.
I'm just looking at the Wikipedia and that like jumps out at me. Guys, I'm gonna admit my own ignorance. So.
Oh, good. Smart. Wise.
Yep. Anyway.
Okay, let's talk about like what this shit cures. And I'm using air quotes.
Cure, like the biggest air quotes you could possibly muster. You might need like 5 people to do air quotes at the same time to really.
If it like, just look around you. If there's anyone around you, grab hands with them and make air quotes together, like one arm to one arm.
Yeah, grab hands.
Yeah, hold hands in the middle and make air quotes on the outside.
Because this is major.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Okay, so some of the things that this cures, that the protocol cures, is Crohn's disease. Mm-hmm. Any and all intestinal issues, obviously. I mean, of course. No. Cancer.
Duh.
Cures cancer. Blood clots.
Someone call St. Jude.
Yeah. They don't need the funding anymore. They can just drink this cabbage juice.
We're done.
Blood clots. Did I say that? Autism. Which, oh, God. Okay. ADHD. Depression. Anxiety. This one is just truly so very wrong. Down syndrome. Okay.
I don't like how they just like, does it shave off an extra chromosome? I don't understand. Like, I don't. It rewrites your DNA.
A lot of these things are that they claim it can cure, like neurological, are like things that you're born with that are part of your DNA, like mutations in your fucking, like, that are just going to happen, and there's no cure for that per se. And I don't know.
Yeah, I saw something about where
I think she thinks the C in DNA stands for, like GAT, Gattaca. She thinks the C stands for cabbage. Sorry, it took me so long to get there.
Oh,
I'm just remembering all my like high school biology here.
Gattaca. Gatta cabbage. Yeah. She's mental. Also, okay, again, with flat earth shit, it's like people cling on to this stuff, and there's like a post that she made that someone screenshotted in this article about like how it reverses Down syndrome, and it changes she's like, it changes their like brain and their facial makeup or whatever. Like, it's like, no, oh my, what, stop, that's crazy. And
it morphs like the person's facial features. That
yeah
oh my God.
I'm like, oh no, but people believe this, and that's crazy to me. And it's like, don't you think if it cured cancer or any of these things that she's fucking talking about, she'd get a goddamn Nobel Prize?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, this is underground. This is like her breakthrough research. She hasn't had her breakthrough yet, but she's working on it.
But like, okay, if I discovered something like that was legit, I'd be going and telling every scientist and doctor I could find. Like, if she goes to her doctor and like for her yearly checkup or whatever, and they're like, oh, they'd probably do a bunch of tests on her, and she'd probably have horrible blood work.
I don't think that she does this on herself. Like,
oh, scandaloso.
Scandalo. Breaking news. I don't think she actually does this.
Breaking news.
Because if she did...
just in, she would never drink this shit because it smells like fart water.
I think, instead of smart water, it's fart water. I truly think that she like does it every now and then, and she's like, ugh, I feel like shit. I'm gonna stop.
She's like drinking it. She's like, glug, glug, like
she starts
choking
gagging.
It down. Yeah,
Ugh.
and then she just dumps the rest in the toilet and flushes it, and it's like, yeah, I feel better.
It's just so much. Because like she does not look malnourished. Like,
no,
because you would most certainly be malnourished from this, which people do that adhere to this like very strictly have. This has happened. So, and spoiler alert, it's not curing anything.
Oh no, it does cure a few things. There's a few
does?
things you missed. Yeah, like it cures being poor, hangnails, lisps, dry elbows, hair lips, stupidity. It straightens out your curly pubes, and it itemizes your taxes before submitting them to H&R Block. So, it is good for a few things.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Thanks for finding that information for me. I had a lisp for a long time, and I had to go to speech therapy. I really wish this was around when I was a kid. Yeah,
me too. It could have cured my, I don't know. I'd love to have straight pubes. I think it'd be glamorous. Like Pantene Pro V pubes. Like like when they like move the hand through the hair and it's all like shiny and straight.
It's like a curtain, yeah.
You
have a curtain in front of your bean curtains. I think you could probably get a merkin though that would do that for you. Like you just like slap one on that's like very swingy and shiny.
Yeah, like a horsetail.
Like your hair is so curly and then your pubes are just straight. What a shock that would be.
Only to Pete.
Oh my God. Or but in order for it to be swingy, if it's straight, you'd have to like grow them a little bit. So,
well, not if it's a merkin.
But it would definitely like pop out the sides of your bathing suit is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, pubes only grow so long.
It would just be like, I don't know, like a clown hair or something, like coming out the sides of the bathing suit because it's straight.
It looked like it looked like I have Cousin It between my legs. It'd just be like a long, flowy.
You just like have pigtails on either side. Oh my God.
Pigtail pubes.
Like you can't braid short curly hair. Like if it was long and flowy, you'd have so many hairstyles.
I could have an updo. I could have Princess Leia buns on the side when I go to like Star Wars things.
Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Okay.
I could learn to French braid.
Yeah, I still don't know how. It'd be way easier to do it on your pubes than your head. Oh my God. That was a much needed break from this shit.
I know.
Oh my God.
All right.
Okay. So some of the core beliefs of this protocol group. So she says that basically human bodies are all the same, which is so not true. That's not true. Like the function of the inside of your body for each person on this planet is the same.
Ugh.
It's not true. That's patently false. I don't know how you could say that, but again, this is just our opinion.
Yeah.
Also that each person is inhabited with tons of parasites. Now that might be true for some people. You might, if you're drinking that fucking raw water, that might be, if you're raw dogging it with the raw water, you might. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You might be riddled with parasites. But
I don't know why. Oh, you know why it's so funny to me?
Why?
One time, someone was over at Pete's parents' house, and they were like, or Pete called his parents or something, and he's like, "Oh, you're eating dinner." He's like, "That's okay. We're just eating cold hot dogs." And Pete's mom was like, "We're raw dogging it."
Oh no. Oh my god.
She's so Catholic and like
inadvertently
and
funny.
said raw dogging it. We're raw dogging it.
Oh no, somebody should tell her.
No one told her. We just laughed.
Okay, so parasites, blah blah blah. Oh, and that candida, which is like the naturally forming yeast that every human being has in their gut. Candida and parasites are the root cause of any and all ailments or sickness. So like candida, an overgrowth of candida can cause problems, but
but it's also necessary. Women have it in their lady bits too.
Yeah,
but it's healthy. It's what keeps you like self-cleaning in your vagina.
Yeah, and if you do have an overgrowth of like, if you're like, you're in your gut flora and fauna or your vaginal flora and fauna gets off, if the pH is off a little bit, you can have issues.
Yeah.
And you can fix that with, you can go to the doctor and figure that shit out. Don't douche with cabbage water, which people have done. Yeah.
Oh, salty cabbage water?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah, I guess. No, you just don't stick anything in your vagina unless your doctor says it's okay.
Yeah.
Except for dicks. Or strap-ons or dildos or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or like a clean cucumber. Or like
clean fingers.
Or like a frozen corn dog. Or like
oh yeah, definitely thaw that shit out in there. God damn it, no. It's too breaded.
I'm corn dogging it.
Oh my god. Okay.
This episode's so hard. This content is hard.
I know.
It's just so crazy. Hard. It's so crazy.
It's okay. So let me tell you guys the recipe of the fermented cabbage juice that you should drink every day, 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. So it's a tablespoon of salt, 2 cups of chopped cabbage and or kale, and 2 cups of water, I think. Which 2 cups of water to a tablespoon of salt is not good. And that's like barely fermenting it. And you like ferment it for 3 days, quote unquote, which is barely fermenting. I mean, it does start the process of fermentation, but it's like, because you need either salt or sugar to start fermentation.
Oh, I thought you needed sugar or yeast.
You need salt can do it too. That's like how kimchi is made and
Yeah.
sauerkraut.
But that's for a long ass time. Kimchi is like in those bins for a long time.
Yeah, I checked to see what some of the like recipes are, and you could it technically starts to ferment, but that's like it's barely.
Just barely. It's
barely. Yeah.
It's like fermented-ish.
Yeah. Okay, so the salt content of this cabbage juice is insane. So I saw on a group that I'm in, it's like a sciencey group. I'm not going to call it out by name because it's like against,
the rules. You can't go IRL in a lot of these groups.
No, but somebody did a breakdown, and the breakdown of cabbage is like, I think it's like 2 cups of cabbage is like it's like almost 5 servings of cabbage. Oh. So, which, I will eat a cabbage. I don't care. But unfortunately, that has 8 milligrams of sodium for each serving of cabbage. So if you multiply that number of milligrams by the number of servings, you get about 38 milligrams of salt. That's fine. Whatever. The sodium from the salt, though, is if you're doing it with table salt, which a lot of people probably are, a tablespoon of salt is 17,062 milligrams, which would be fine if you diluted it into a gallon of water or more, but it's only diluted into about 16 ounces. So 2 cups, 16 ounces. And that's a lot. So it's not diluted enough. So the protocol as a whole contains about a little over 17,000 milligrams, which is half an ounce of sodium per 16-ounce serving. And she is telling people to drink up to a gallon of the concoction per day. Oh my God. So multiplying that initial like per 16-ounce serving, if you do that times 8, would add up to a gallon, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about 136,802-ish milligrams of sodium.
My God. What is like
the recommended milligrams per day, but recommended by the American Heart Association?
Yeah, what's that?
Is about 1,500 milligrams per day.
Oh my God.
Like
1,500 versus 136,000. That's 1.5 thousand versus 136,000.
It's obscene.
Oh
and
my God.
It's not good. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. Like your body can not take that much sodium for more than a few days. Like it starts to like destroy your cells.
Yeah, well, it fucks up your liver and probably your kidneys and maybe your heart. Like it starts to
your body freaks the fuck out.
Sodium, that much sodium is not that good for you. Like, you get like your daily recommended dose, and that's what you should have. You shouldn't be going like a bajillion times that. No. 136 times that or whatever.
Yeah, it's very bad. I don't know if that breakdown is like 100%, but I like found it, and it was the most easy to understand breakdown.
Yeah.
And I think that it's pretty close. So
oh my God,
it's terrifying. Anyway, so
it makes me mad too, because like I have a thyroid like disorder or whatever. Disorder, I'm not sure, but I take medication for it. Anyway, salt is like not great for you if you have like a thyroid issue.
Yeah.
And people might not even know they have it. This could just cause like so much. If you did it for one day or something, you're probably not going to get sick from it. But, well, you probably will. You'll probably have diarrhea. And cabbage farts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
That's like, the least of your problems.
You'll probably like fucking, if you did this consistently, you'd probably like set off what are those carbon monoxide or whatever alarms? You're probably like get all like stuck with fart gas in your house and like accidentally kill yourself or something. Like, you light a match and it's like
you're not dying from your farts here. But I mean, like figuratively maybe, but literally
if there was
it's the least of your problems.
But like if there's one thing you're gonna die from your farts from, it's this.
Yeah.
It's this or the cabbage soup diet.
Yeah.
But like either one.
Yeah. And the cabbage soup diet is like super diluted. Like you're not adding any extra salt.
Cabbage soup and vegetables. That's like it's not a legit diet.
No.
But I mean, if you just eat vegetable soup, yeah, you'll lose weight.
Yeah.
But you'll be malnourished also because there's it's broth and vegetables.
Yeah. You need protein, you need fat.
Yeah.
And you need your anyway.
Cabbage soup diet's more like a cleanse.
It's like a cleanse, yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody's mom did it in the 80s and 90s.
I did it in the 90s, I think, in high school, which was not a good time to be doing it.
You're like, sorry, I can't go to PE today.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't remember any bad effects from it, but I was always farty. as a kid. So, like, listen, the more things change, the more they stay the same. That's all I'm going to say.
Cool.
But not eating dairy recently, except for yesterday, that milkshake has been good for my...
Great.
Yeah, it makes me not farty. It's wonderful.
That was my hard lesson I had to learn about being lactose intolerant. I was just like, although I will still eat cheese, I don't give a fuck.
No. Yeah.
I'll eat all the cheese I want, and I'll have a stomach ache / be constipated / have diarrhea. I love cheese so much. You can pry it out of my cold, dead hands. My cold, farty hands.
Your cold diarrhea hands.
Okay. So the most fucked up part about this is that
we've alluded to it.
We've at the top when we gave the overview of what was happening. She's made this community of people, and it's turning into, I think, a cult. Like, I believe, my personal opinion, based upon my research into cults. My uneducated research.
No, my educated research on the definition of a cult, I think it aligns.
Yeah, because
I don't know what the cult definition is. I'm just bullshitting. But
it's a common pattern. So it's like a very secluded kind of. Yeah. It's digitally secluded because it's a private Facebook group. Yeah. So unlike a 70s cult where you just go off live in the woods on a commune, and you'd have people who would cut themselves off from friends and family. Yeah. Like, you just have this private Facebook group where you tell people don't share any details, don't tell people what you're doing, like, don't go to the doctor because they'll stop you from doing this, but they don't know what they're talking about, which like it's like that kind of stuff. And so it's like and then you kind of get into this thing where this person who seems like they know everything, and they seem educated, and I guess she's considered charismatic, I don't know. So the Facebook group, because it's private, just really secludes people. Yeah. And anybody who kind of says anything out of turn is immediately banned from the group. Yeah. And if you go far enough, you'll get doxxed. Like, people, like, followers will find your personal information out and try to, like, talk shit on you and expose you. And, like, if that ever happens to us, you guys know what happened.
Just fucking try it, Jillian. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. Oh my God, no.
Please don't send your poop cult followers.
Yeah, it's scary because, like, I read a bunch. I read, like, an article on cultcode.com, and it was like someone that like either like knew someone or was in it, but they were just talking about like the core tenets of a cult. And we've talked about this multiple times, but it's like, it fosters a sense of community, which this does, because they're all kind of going through a shared experience. Maybe not with like the disorders they have or whatever, but like doing this diety thing. And then
because like, it does fuck your shit up, like, because you're malnourishing and like punishing your system with copious amounts of sodium, so people experience like really pretty fucked up symptoms. So,
well, on the one hand, eventually you would, for sure. Like, on the other hand, in the beginning, you might feel a little better, or you might lose a little bit of weight or whatever, because your body's in shock, and so like other things are firing. Like, you're releasing more, like, I don't know, cortisone. Is that a thing? I don't know. But, your body is like, oh my God, what's happening? So it's like trying to fix what the problem is with other things. Yeah. So you might feel like a little good, or you might lose a couple of pounds, but it's because you're like fucking your body up.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah. Well, and it creates like an us versus them type thing, like we talked about earlier. And so, there's all these stringent rules that have been put in place. So it does start to create like an online cult type sitch.
Yeah. And it's just like it's a pretty hot thing right now to like follow like holistic and all natural like you know ways of feeling better, of curing yourself, which you know it's like Western medicine has its flaws, but it's for the most part saved a lot of lives, kept people healthy, and incorporating like other things with that is I think okay, but just don't take it so far, and like always get doctor permission to do stuff like because you're this could interact with your medication with like I don't know
but that's anything. Assuming you think doctors are smart and know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. or even have access to healthcare. A lot of people don't, and that's when a lot of people just are true. Like I need to do something, and it's so anyway, so I've seen there's a lot of different there's actually not that much out there, not a lot of material on this, but the people that have made blogs that are like rallying against this woman are pretty crazy, pretty intense. A lot of people who are like in the group have like saved screenshots and stuff, and it's absolutely bananas some of the stuff that people are like experiencing. Like people are having seizures, people are passing out, people are like shitting themselves. They call that waterfalling, which is like uncontrollable diarrhea because of you're just like inundating your body with sodium and it doesn't know what to do.
Oh, I was gonna say, shouldn't it be a landslide? But it's probably mostly water if it's just too much water.
Yeah. So a lot of people get constipated, and then she tells people to stick their fingers up their buttholes and pull the poop out, which that's not how that works.
Also, no, I don't want to do that.
No,
I'm good. I'll eat some fiber or something. I don't want to stick my fingers in my butt.
Yeah, but that's what she tells people to do.
Oh my God.
And then, so there was one screenshot where this woman was talking about how she was like in bed with her husband and then just was all gassy and like it was her stomach was rumbling and she farted and she just shit all over the bed. She shit the bed all over her husband, and it was just like, okay, well.
What? Do you have a picture? Do you have that? Can you read it?
Let me see if I can find it.
Do you want me to read the welcome message in the Facebook group? Or no?
Yeah,
Are we already beyond that? It's like from the Jillian lady. Or are we already beyond that?
No, I think you should read something that has actually been posted by her.
Okay. Okay, this is like the what I'm assuming is the pinned post in the group. It's like the welcome post, and someone screenshotted it. They used to be in the group and posted it in an article.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, new members. I have a protocol to reverse 100% of all of your health issues from A to Z forever, vaccinated or not. Even if you were never vaccinated, you still were given the Candida cancer virus. Oh, wait. You still were given the Candida/cancer with virus microbes, which trigger allergies, eczema, and a low immune system from your parents, not to mention heart valve issues, etc. My book is going to expose the holistic industry, the allopathic industry, the vaccine industry, biotech, academia's role in brainwashing the world, and the Human Genome Project, government organization allowing them to data store all DNA sequences to find ways to target your body at the cellular level more efficiently and make money off of your entire family and friends. I am going to come up against your beliefs, paradigms, and culture, even though you just left the Western medical industry and switched to the holistic industry. I circle outside of those two schools of thought, the holistic industry/supplements industry, which are two sides of the same coin managing illness via the lab or a bastardized form of Mother Nature. Your friends need a basic foundation to work from, so they understand the who's, why's, and how's of my protocol, because if they do not understand the basics of what is going on, your friends will not treat this seriously.
That's why it's a cult. Don't tell your friends.
Don't tell your friends. This is not a pill, powder, or shake. This is a protocol with 3 areas you need to pay attention to because all of those 3 areas have to be managed effectively simultaneously. When you read, and that's it. Then it's like cut off.
Yeah, that's some good context.
It's like, yeah, it is super culty. It's like, let me tell you all of these things that you traditionally think are believable. Not good, not good, not good. They're in a conspiracy. They're in a conspiracy. Like, I'm going to show you what's actually truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So ridiculous.
Creating an alternative world, I guess. Yeah. So, okay.
I'm still looking. Oh, what?
I was just going to continue on.
Oh, can I share some more things that she's posted?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, she posted this. Down syndrome can be reversed 100%. You have to do my protocol. Facial structures and cognition will change.
No.
That's one. She recommends doing it for her cats and dogs.
Yep.
And it will reverse any type of spay or neuter. God. Obviously, because it can just like grow your fucking balls back, I guess.
Yeah.
What if my protocol gave men back the penis they were intended to have before Western medicine chopped it off at birth, traumatizing the baby boy, so it grows foreskins?
Wait. Does she think an entire penis gets chopped off? Like, I'm so confused.
Well, maybe she thinks it grows back foreskins, and if you've been castrated, it'll grow your penis back also.
Okay. She should talk to Heaven's Gate about that.
It also erases sexual trauma from these men who endured that torture. So that's cool. Also, this... or challenge yourself to see how messy you can make your tub or shower. Drink so much to where you're going to spray everything in your tub or your shower and then scrub it clean. Laugh out loud. I think she means diarrhea.
Whoa.
She's the original tub girl, I think, maybe. She says...
She might be, dude. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
She goes, or challenge yourself to see how messy you can make your tub or shower. Drink so much to where you're going to spray everything in your tub or your shower and then scrub it clean. Laugh out loud. I always find it completely fine to see how projectile I can poop out and purge and waterfall. Haha. I know I'm being gross, but it's kind of fun in a way. And then I use bleach.
Okay, what is the scientific name for somebody who has a poop fetish?
She fucking tub girls this shit and laughs about it.
Oh, okay. She's it's a coprophilia.
Oh.
An absorbing interest in feces or filth, particularly a paraphilia in which sexual arousal or activity is linked to feces. Like,
oh, no.
Her saying that really, which, you know.
Oh my God. She also wrote, because when you stick your finger in your butt, oh my gosh, it comes out like it's crazy. That's what I love about it. It's the satisfaction of getting everything out, and you're making it easy by forcing it open and everything to just rush out with such force like Niagara Falls or a water spout.
Cool. I can't.
Oh my God. When you labeled this the poop diet, I didn't understand.
Now you do.
Now I understand.
We really kind of worked up to it, I think.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Okay. So she admits, though, in the Facebook group, I've seen some screen grabs of this, that she tells people that they're her guinea pigs, basically. Like, unabashedly says, like, they're, like, being used for her study that she's writing her book on, basically.
There's no difference.
Which is like, that's like a God complex. Like, that's like, that's.
There's no difference between this and Heaven's Gate to me. Like, because there's someone who you're asking to, like, sacrifice themselves, essentially.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, in a way. Like, people are giving their bodies over to her. Like, they're giving up their. She'll, like, scold people for not going hard enough, basically. Yeah. Like, there's a man who died of cancer. I think that started following this. And this is all unconfirmed. There's no proof that he died because he used this. But he was very sick. And I think...
Bruce Wilmot, right?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to scroll to the bottom of this thing.
I think it's Bruce Wilmot. There's, like, a picture of him.
Yeah. And then there's an older man too, whose daughter I think has said a lot of stuff. Anyway, who knows? But there's no proof that anybody's actually died from this yet. So that's why we're not saying this has happened, but like people are a lot of people who are against this are pretty convinced that like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what stage of cancer they were in, but they were going through like chemotherapy, and then they just like stopped everything and started doing this. And she says, these are her words. I mean, not verbatim, but paraphrase, that they were not aggressive enough with the protocol. And that's why, like, if they would have just been more aggressive with drinking the fermented cabbage water, they might have lived, basically, is what she's saying. Is what it sounds like. So, and that's what she says. Like she's like made videos about it. She's posted about it. So, that's not anything that's like untrue or not said by her. That's been said by her. So, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Yeah, so she tells people that they're guinea pigs for her book, which she'll undoubtedly never finish because any good cult leader will continuously string people along as long as they can. I don't see her getting any money out of this.
She's writing a book, so she might sell it.
Yeah, but I can't imagine that anybody would ever publish it.
Yeah, but you could self-publish on Amazon.
That's true.
Make money.
That's true. But anyway, I'm just saying for the time being, like, people
are
like, what is her motivation? Like, why is she doing this?
God complex.
It's the power. It's the control over a pretty large group of people. Like we said, she kicks anybody out of the group who questions her methods at all. She targets people who criticize her and threatens to sue them or dox them, which, again, this is all of our opinion. Not presenting any facts other than what we have observed anecdotally from other people who are in the group. She's tells women to put in the group to put the salt cabbage fart juice in their breast milk or replace their breast milk completely and feed it to their infants. And she tells people to give it to children and pets, which I don't know how. And then she says if you're feeling worse once you start the protocol, like you're shitting yourself, you're having seizures, you're having, you're passing out, it's an indication of how many toxins are leaving your body. So it's like she flips it, spins it into like a positive thing, convincing people that experiencing these extreme reactions to this is normal and and is actually proof that it's working.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so, like I said, there's no proof that anybody, like definitive proof that anybody's died from this, but people have most certainly been injured and suffered like long-term effects of whatever malnourishment, and however they've reacted to the insane amount of salt that they've ingested. So
just my opinion, this lady's a fucking nightmare.
Well, it's only a matter of it's only a matter of time before more, like, as time goes on, more exposure will happen, more people will be in this group and leave. And I like, people will probably report the Facebook group. I don't know. I don't know. The internet is a cesspool.
Yeah, it is. Free speech, I guess, but yeah.
But there's, until like actual like authorities start investigating, there's no, I don't know. There's no, like, there has to be a case built against her before.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just like disturbing. And
it's upsetting that this exists.
It's upsetting that this stuff can exist because she's not forcing it on anyone. Everybody's doing it of their own volition, and it's their choice to make. It's your choice what you put into your body. But it's sad that there's like pets and children involved. Like, yeah, because they don't have a choice, and especially, yeah, and preying on people like we talked about in the beginning that like don't have the cognition, I guess, to like recognize that this is not a scam. They should be, a scam, or not something they should be doing to their body. Yeah. So it's sad.
It is. It's very, very upsetting. I had to step away from this multiple times while we were like looking into all that, like reading about all this. I was just like, ugh. It's so
And also, like, just bottom line, who wants to smell like farts? I don't understand. Like, it's not worth. I mean, I guess maybe if you feel like you have something that can be cured by it, you'd think it's worth it. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's like the age-old problem. Like, do you want to smell like farts, or can you live with anxiety? I don't know. It's going to amplify it. Let me tell you, it's going to amplify any anxiety you have if you're constantly on the verge of shitting yourself. Like, you're going to have some other, like, just, yeah. Great point. Yeah. Like, you think you're anxious now? Wait until you're standing in line at Starbucks and you think it's a fart.
You can't have Starbucks on this shit, bitch. What are you talking about?
You're standing in line at Ralph's trying to get more fucking cabbage.
Oh my god, damn it, dude. What a joke. Well, I can't talk about this shit anymore.
No, I'm done.
It's terrible. Ugh.
Yeah.
I hope the people in this group see the light and get help that they need, like real professional, not cuckoo fucking garbage science help. Like, go to a real doctor.
Yeah, a nutritionist.
Somebody, anybody.
Yeah.
Somebody with just a fucking college degree and common sense.
Totally.
Can probably help you more than this person. So.
I would be curious. This does bring up, because we were maybe going to do like a whole episode on fad diets, but this one was so, well, I don't know if it's exactly a diet. Maybe it is, but it's like this one was so interesting that we wanted to talk about it. But I'd be curious to hear from our listeners what kinds of diets they've tried and which ones gave them diarrhea.
Just go buy a bunch of sugar-free fucking gummy bears on Amazon. Yeah, on Amazon. The Haribo sugar-free gummy bears.
Yeah.
If you want to shit, that's what you need to do.
Or like I did when I was very thin in my early 20s, I ate probably a whole bag of sugar-free Werther's Originals.
Ooh, that's not good.
It did what you think it did.
Did you have a Haribo experience? A gummy bear experience?
I did, yeah.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Making you shit yourself beyond compare. We are the gummy bears. Remember that?
Sugar-free.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't anymore.
Well, if you want more, follow us on social medias.
Yeah, we're at DTFU Podcast, everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yep.
We have a website, ttfupodcast.com. You can send us an email through there. Like it'll go straight to our dtfupodcast@gmail.com. And you can post something anonymously in there. You can make up a goddamn email address.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably not say that because we'll probably get hate mail from.
That's fine. I just delete it.
Yeah, true. You can follow us. Please tell a friend that you think would be interested. It'd be cool to have more people listening.
Yeah, and join the Facebook group.
We have a private Facebook group that is not culty or weird. It's just we make a lot of poop jokes, obviously.
There's some extraction videos.
Someone posted Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah, someone posted some leggings yesterday that are covered in hair, which are really funny.
Makes you look twice. Yeah, there's some fun stuff in there. Really cool, nice people, and it's not creepy at all.
Yeah,
very supportive, very nice.
Yeah, and check out our patreon.com/DTFU podcast and see us at our event in Los Angeles on the 25th of January. Good times at Davy Wayne's, 5:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Be there or be square.
Yeah, buy a shirt on the website. We got
a sticker.
Or a sticker or both.
Or both, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. We love you.
We love you lots.
And be excellent.
Be excellent to each other.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.